Welcome back, guys, to 1% Talks. I am your host, and my name is Nano Torres, and I am so blessed and so grateful to be here this morning with all of you. As you guys know, 1% Talks has been an absolute hit. Everybody loves them. Everybody appreciates them. We've been gaining so much value from so many incredible speakers. We got people from all over the world who are taking the time to jump on these calls and share with us their wisdom, their tips and tricks on how they've been able to become successful entrepreneurs, business owners, investors. And today we have a special guest. Today's special guest is actually a professional boxer and business owner who has amazing things going for his way. I'm super excited for what it is that, we're going to be covering on this call here today. So please take the time to, everybody get in here. We're going to give it a couple of minutes before we get the call started. But in the meantime, guys, I just want to say thank you guys so much for hopping on today's call. I know that you guys could be doing anything on this beautiful Thursday morning, but the truth of the matter is you guys are here. You guys are here to learn. And, I'm just always excited because guess what? We get to pick people's minds that already have that 1% mindset, right? You see, when I started, the 1% Talks, the intention, the purpose behind it was for us to interview the top 1% entrepreneurs, business owners, athletes, investors, the individuals that really, have accomplished some amazing success, and just pick their brains and see what it is that we're going to do in order for us to, learn a lot from them. So I'm excited for this individual, my brother Nitty Vision, the vision of the heights in the house. Yes, sir, bro. It's coming, bro. We're going to do something big, bro. We're going to do something very big, Nitty. I'm going to hit you when I get back so we can run something, because I got some ideas I want to run by you, and I know that you're going to help me put it all together. But guys, I'm excited. Make sure that you guys send this out to 3 friends, 3 family members, three individuals that need to hear a powerful message this morning. And I'm just super excited for it, because I know that, the individuals that are going to, gain value from this call are going to be a lot. But in the meantime, let me just grab my charger right here real quick. I'm excited. Let me know if you guys are excited for today's call. What is one thing you guys are grateful for? Drop it in the chat box for us. Where's my charger? I remember where I put it. Kind of funny. Let's go. Here it is. Let's go. All right, here we go. So here we go. Grateful. Amazing. Make sure you guys keep spreading the word, because I'm super excited for this one. Let's see who we got on here. My brother Zay Fly, Too High is on here. Dahlia's on here with me. Carlos. Appreciate everybody here that is hopping on. And I'm just super excited for this, man. This is going to be amazing. Let's go. So, Bashir, BA, my brother, let's send me a request to go live so we can get it, and then we'll run it up. All right. So, with that being said, let me get ready to introduce our next speaker, the individual that I'm going to be interviewing now. Just so you guys know, his name is Bashir. But I call him BA. I think it's short for his name. But BA is a kid that grew up in Detroit. And, growing up, he had dreams of becoming a professional boxer and, someone who has really taken, the job of putting himself in position, not only for himself, but for his family. And each and every single day, he's gone out there and he's grinded for what it is that he's wanted. But on top of that, not only was he also a great boxer, but I've seen him become a great business owner. Me and him were also partners in business as well. And he is somebody that's always working, always grinding, always putting himself in position. He's a man of God. He's always going out there and showing love to other people. This is going to be one of the biggest names that we have out here today. And I'm excited to interview him because I've known him for a couple of years now, and every time I talk to him, he's always talking about success. He's always talking about impact, and he's always talking about putting himself in a better position. And those are the kind of people that I like to keep around me. Those are the kind of relationships that I always keep close to me, because this is somebody that is not only a professional at what he does, but he is a successful business owner that's going out there and helping the lives of many, many people. So without further ado, I'm going to bring up the man, the myth, the legend himself from Arizona. He woke up early for this call today, and I am extremely excited for this one. So he should be coming up here any second now. And there he is, my
brother.
guy.
What's up, man?
How you feeling, bro?
Well, I feel excellent, man. Good morning to everybody out there.
Yeah, man. Great morning, man. I'm so excited to have you, bro. I haven't seen you in a while, bro. It's been how long, bro, since I last seen you, dude?
Man, I think the last time we was talking, man, was Break the Code.
It was Break the Code. It was Break
the Code. Yeah.
I remember the last time I came out to AZ, you had taken me to that spot that had the fire, the wings and the
yeah, like the lamb chops.
The lamb chops, that was
the
lamb chops. Bro, the lamb chops.
Bro, I was lit, bro. I was lit.
How's the family? How's everything else, bro?
Everybody is good. Life is good. You know, we're just getting better day at a time.
I love to see it, bro. Well, look, bro, welcome to 1% Talks. I'm super happy to have you here, bro. I appreciate you taking the time.
Yeah.
Every speaker that, you know, comes on 1% Talk, since a lot of the audience doesn't know who they are, I always have them share a little bit about their story and, you know, who was, you know, B.A. Bashir before the professional boxing, before the multiple business and all the success. Can you give us a story of who you was growing up and bring us all the way till today so we can get to know you a little bit?
Of course, man. Bashir is number one, as my name said, man. My name is Arabic, you know, by the way. And my name stands for the bringer of glad tidings, the bringer of good news. So when you got a name like that, you gotta be great, you know what I mean? Because it's a different type of name, you know what I'm saying, to begin with. But coming from Detroit, man, coming from a violent city where everybody around you is doing the bare minimum, everybody around you is accepting mediocrity. And, you know, you grow up in the same, you know, same type of environment where it's less fortunate, man. You don't have much, you know what I mean? So immediately, you know, at 9 years old, I realized, like, hey, man, I don't have the lifestyle that I thought I had. I couldn't go to my parents and ask them for things that I might have wanted. So at a young age, I realized that, you know, seeing my brothers hustle, seeing my brothers do things and make money, make ends meet, I realized that I'm gonna have to be involved with that somehow, some way. You know what I mean? And you know, with that, you kind of get a little angry. You kind of get a little upset about life. Or you kind of get a little, you know, frustrated that you go to school and certain people at school got the Gucci Prada Louis on and you ain't got that on. Or you go around your boys and they got nicer clothes or they got nicer cars. And you're like, man, I'm pulling up to school in the Hyundai. You know what I mean? I'm pulling up to school in the station wagon. So immediately, man, you know, it's just you get, you know, I got violent. I got upset. I'm like, yo, I got somebody got to feel this pain. So, you know, my father, my brother, they all was in fighting. They all was in boxing. You know, my father, martial artist. So we like, man, let's go to the gym. We went to the gym. I never turned back since. That was the place where I was able to express myself the most. That was the place where I was able to get in there and not get in trouble for being myself, not get in trouble for expressing myself. You know what I mean? And I built so much confidence, you know, and I got so charismatic because I was able to express myself how I wanted to. I was able to talk how I wanted to. I was able to just get my name out there and be who I wanted to be without getting in trouble for, like I said before. So you have to find something that you really want to do. You know what I mean? And I really want to do that. I really want to become successful at that. So sticked around the gym. I was able to be around some really great people. My brother Tony Harris and all these guys, man. I learned so much from in a young age. But I was able to scale that thing up, man. Scale that thing up. You know, my amateur career was great. I was around a lot of great champions. We made a lot of noise. And it's kind of weird because coming from boxing and then business, it's like it went hand in hand with me. You know what I mean? Like it was like I had to make this money because I had to make ends meet. Because it was no spoon to feed me. So in the same time, I had to be in that gym every single day and lock in. You know what I mean? I think the fighting just came natural with me, man. Business just came natural with confidence. And then from confidence, I just talked my way into stuff that I, nothing about. I just somehow just talked my way into it, you know what I mean?
Right.
And then, got into business at 14 years old. I opened my own clothing brand. It was at the right place, right time, right moment with the right people. Blew up, you know what I mean, in the city. I made a lot of money before I even turned 18. I had 100 grand in me in legal money. And I was like, man, I made it, you know what I'm saying? But I was lack of financial discipline, lack of financial influence, and lack of financial information. I lost it, you know what I mean? And then I just kept growing. I just stopped. I never stopped, never quit. Continue to grow, continue to get better, and we here now, man. We 3 or 4 businesses in, multiple streams of income. I get to talk to cool people like you every day. You know what I mean? When I want to, so everything is doing good, man.
That's beautiful, man, and congratulations on all your success too, by the way, bro. Because that's amazing. Coming where you come from, being from the bottom, and finding a way to put yourself in position. A lot of people don't put themselves in position based off of the circumstances that you were put in, but you found a way to do that. And I want to talk about that because I think it's important. Recently I was listening to this audio, that said, in order for you to, change your situation, you gotta hate where you're at. You gotta fight the situation that you're in, because that people say that you gotta be grateful for where you are, but what happens is negative energy compresses, and when that negative energy of you hating that situation, like you said, bro, you hated the fact that you would go to school and you wasn't driving the car that you wanted to, and you didn't have the J's and the clothes, and that situation kind of like made you get into this energy that you was like, yo, I'm gonna make a big decision, so go and get it now. Yeah. Can you talk about that, the importance of getting sick and tired of being sick and tired and making that decision to go change? Because I feel like a lot of people get stuck in the, oh, yo, man, like I'm dealing with this situation, deal with it with this situation, but they don't make a change. So can you talk about when you got to that point, when you got sick and tired, and then you went and made that big decision to make a change?
I mean, what I left out, what I forgot to mention was it's not just me, but to see my sister struggle. You know what I mean? To see my mother struggle, to see my brothers, act like they really getting it, but they're really struggling. You know what I mean? That it hurts. It hurts, man, because it's like either they're not doing enough, or life is just that hard. But I'm like, I can't really believe that though. You know what I mean? It's like it got to be more to it than just the same old thing. We on the block, doing this, that, and the third. It got to be something else more, to it. So I got sick and tired of the idea of me being 21, me being 25 broke. I got sick and tired of the idea. Like, when I was younger, man, I don't know how many people got this, but when I was younger, I used to really visualize myself at 21, 22. Maybe because I grew up the youngest out of 11, that I had big brothers that was already up there at 20 in their 20s and when I was a young kid. But I was able to like visualize me at 21, 22. And at that time, my mindset was so negative. So I visualized me doing something that I don't even want to put on this live. You know what I mean? So as I got older, I started to work on my imagination. I started to work on, okay, man, if I can choose what what I want of myself at 23, at 24, at 25, how would that person look? How would that vision look? How would that image look? And I started to just start to do everything that they said I couldn't do. So I got sick and tired of the entourage producing the same results. You know what I mean? That's the thing with me, where if I see 5 people fall off the same tree or fall off the same cliff, I'm sick and tired of it already. Like, yo, I gotta, bro, we're not going down there no more. We gotta go another route. Even though nobody else is going this route, we gotta go this other route, because that route right there is failure. And a lot of people like, nah, man, my boy down there, so I'm gonna go down there too. And they fall in that same loophole. So my thing was, I was comfortable with leaving people behind at a young age to go do what I wanted to do. And that's what set me different. And that I could see the lifespan of the boys I grew up with, the guys I grew up with, the guys that chose that other route, and the route that I chose. You see me doing different things. I'm not no better than them. I just chose a different pathway, and the pathway that I chose brought me here to where I am now. I'm just comfortable with being me. I'm comfortable with being my own person. But I'm sick and tired of being the same. I'm sick and tired of the same results, and that's what changed me. But it sparks from not just me, but my family, seeing everybody else struggle, seeing, you know what I mean, the less fortunate of EBT, food stamps, welfare. That's the hurt, man. If you don't know, you don't know it. I'm blessed you don't know about it. But if you do know about it, it hurts. And I don't wish that. I don't wish that on my worst enemy, man. You know.
Nah, bro, I can relate so much because I grew up in the hood too. I grew up,
Yeah.
whites, and I'm grateful for where I'm from because it taught me so much. But I also got sick and tired of, just staying the same. And like you said, bro, it was the idea of, man, what if I'm 30? What if I'm 40, still on the streets, chilling on the block, doing nothing with my life, barely getting by, and the hurt, the pain that I would feel from seeing my mom, seeing my dad struggle, my friends who had barely, much direction. I was like, bro, that pain, it turns into purpose. It turns into passion. It turns into like, yo, I gotta be the one that makes a difference because it almost feels like, and I don't know if you felt the same way, BA, but it almost felt like if you didn't do it, nobody else was gonna do it. Because you were like, I was looking around and I'm like, yo, I'm looking right, looking behind me, I'm looking in front of me, and I'm like, nobody's gonna do this. So it almost seems like God chooses you. Like, yo, you're the one that gotta go do it because if you don't do it, nobody else gotta do it.
Just like that growing up the whole time, like, yo, I gotta do this because I'm the last of 11. I'm like, I seen like no disrespect to my brother Dean too, bro. I know you on here, no disrespect to him. I'm just that dog. I'm like, bro, it's me. You know what I mean? Like it's me. It's like if I don't do it, who gonna do it? Ain't nobody else to do it. And I take pride in my last name. I'm like, we gotta make this a wealthy family. We gotta change things. We gotta make this. When I was a young kid, bro, I used to be like, my family name is gonna be Richard the Jackson Fives. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, it's gonna be that big. I used to tell my sisters that. I'm like, when you get married, you better not change your name. I swear.
Yo, guys, if you guys can relate to me and BA right here, put some ones in the chat box if you feel like you also the chosen one, right? If you feel like you're the chosen one in your family that's going to go out there and make things happen, if God gave you the ball and you holding it right now. Now, I want to talk about this, bro, because you talked about you got success very early on. Do you feel like that was a good thing that you got success early on, or do you feel like it was a curse, or do you feel like it was both? Talk a little bit about that experience, getting that amount of success that you got so early on. Because I know sometimes it can be a blessing that you got it early on because now you got the money front, but maybe it came too fast and you lost it and there was a lot of lessons behind it. So talk a little bit about that, bro.
Nah, bro. You gotta think about this. Detroit hustlers, bro. So it's not like I was the only one with that. You know what I'm saying? Like I was the only one with it the way I had it. But it was other young boys getting it to the bag. You know what I'm saying?
I already know.
It was things like I wasn't the only one having it, but it was like I was taking my still on my own journey. But it's the best thing that happened because see, I think about it. Most people, like average people, won't really get six figures until 25, 30. You know what I'm saying?
Jeez, bro, I didn't my first six figures till 25, 26, bro. That's when I started.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So to touch six figures at the age of 25, you might be at a better mindset, or you might be still green. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you green at 25 and you lose that by 26 to 27, you already 28 trying to get it back to it, right? I got it and lost it at a young age. So I'm like, oh, I learned quick. I kind of compare it to like Jordan in '91. You know what I mean? Like when he got through the bad boys and they was beating him up and he had to go get stronger. He's off season. He's like, man, it's time now. I'm tired of losing to the same people. I'm coming close, and I can't get over this team. So this summer we're not gonna take no days off. We're gonna be in the gym. We in here and we're gonna get stronger, we're gonna get better, we're gonna get faster. And then 91, he go out there and do this thing. So I feel like when you go through these lessons, man, and you have success and you lose, it's not really a loss, it's a lesson. And it's all about how you look at it. You know, leaders respond, losers react to it. You know, I didn't react to anything that happened to me, man. I took it to the chin. I took everything to the chin, bro. I took so many, I think we all have, but I took so many losses. So when you do lose, you got two options. Either you sit there and be a victim about it, you sit there and dwell in it and cry and complain and be soft, or you sit there and be like, you know what, let's write the notes down. Let's be harder. Let's blame ourselves for it. Let's take accountability. And then first, then after that, immediately put massive action behind it and let's do it again. Let's be better. You know what I mean? So I don't regret it. I think not everybody will be able to react the same way. Some people, they best years are behind them. But I think I'm just one of them people that was able to just take it with a grain of salt, man, and just keep going, man.
I love that, and I know what it feels like, bro. Because and it's crazy that you were able to get that success so early on. But I remember when I got my first 6 figures and lost it, that was the biggest lesson that I got. Like, still to this day, I tell people, like, yo, when I got the money and then it was taken away from me, yo, the lessons that were in that situation were so big. Like, once back to 6 figures, I never lost it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But like you said, I got back. I was like, okay, I took full accountability, because sometimes when it happens, you easily, the natural thing to do is let me point fingers. Oh, it's because of this, it's because of this person or this situation. But when I finally, like you said, took full accountability and I responded to the situation, I was like, you know what? Let me sit down and let me actually realize, why was it that this happened? Oh, this happened because of this. And I made the adjustments, bro. Within 6 months, I was back at where I needed to be. And then I filled in those holes and those weaknesses that I had. I never lost it since then. You know what I'm saying? And I think that is so valuable. What do you feel like, well, if you could think of maybe 1 or 2 big lessons that you got from that situation, what do you feel like those lessons were? If you could pick 1 or 2 that were really, really big in that circumstance.
I mean, the first thing that comes to my mind when you would lose that type of money is financial literacy. You know, and I hate, like I said, I'm not this type of person, but I'm gonna say it because I know we got people of color on this live. Where we come from, our background, we was unfortunately not taught financial literacy.
That's a fact.
So, you know, like I said, you should never blame yourself for what color you are. Go out there and get it. Go out there and learn it. But factual speaking, we're not taught that, right? We're not taught how to manage money. You know, we're not taught how to do anything like that. So coming up, you know, first thing you want to do is flash it. First thing you want to do is, you know, bust the rollies down, you know, and hang with the guys, be on the block, like, yeah, talk your talk, you know. That's failure, man, because 100 grand is nothing. To be honest with you, 6 figures is nothing. If you can't flip it and double it and triple it, it's nothing, because the fashion,
I said it comes and goes. 6 figures.
It comes and goes. I would tell my nephew, like, you're like, bro, I just got this, that, and the third. I'm like, bro, go to the store and spend like a dollar that you no longer got 100 grand no more. You at 99.9 now. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people they fall in the same loophole, man. I know I did, man. And one of the biggest things I learned was the crowd is not gonna be there when it's all over. You know, the crowd is not gonna be there when it's all over. I done fed people, man. I done took care of people. God done blessed me to be able to be in that position to be somebody's big bro, be somebody's big cuz. But when all that left me so fast, I realized, man, like, the people that I thought that was there ain't really there. So you gotta pick yourself up. You gotta be strong enough to pick yourself up, because nobody's coming to help you, coming to save you, coming to, hey man, here's my hand, let me pick you back. Nobody's coming to do that. So you might as well take that thought and throw it out your head, because it's not coming. You know what I mean? You have to be able to pick yourself up and be like, you know what? I'm gonna shake myself off. I'm gonna learn from this. And next time it's come around, if I get blessed like this again, I'm gonna show God that I'm grateful for it, because I made the wrong decisions with it. So that's what I did, man. That's my top 2 was learning that people around me is not on the same side as you when it's all gone, and the fact that we need to really, really tap into financial literacy and figure out how we can make this money work for us. And that's what happened. And that was my biggest 2 lessons. Ever since then,
Bro, it's so powerful that you say that, because right now I'm even tapping into like books about financial literacy. Talks about book, bro, like, you know, book that we get money and then we spend it to impress people that we don't even care about, that don't even care about us, you know. And we have no budgets, we don't understand anything that has to do with financials, and the problem is that's why so many people are struggling, because they don't know what to do with their money once they get it. But something that my mentor told me the other day, you know, he said, yo, God will give you the ball to see what you do with it, right? Fumble it, then he's going to take it away from you until you're ready for it again. and that was something that, it stayed with me because I'm like, damn, yo, God gave me the ball and I fumbled it, and that's why he took it away from me, right? And then he gave it back to me to see if I was ready for it, and then when I was ready for it, he let me keep it, and I think that is so powerful. Guys, if you guys are getting value so far from my brother BA, put some fire emojis in the chat box, man, because it's about to get even better. Now, I know that you got into boxing, you climbed up, you had a great career, and then you made a shift over to business, right? You said earlier that the shift, from, being a professional, to now business was swift and it was awesome. And I can relate to as well because, my goal was to be a professional baseball player. And things like, to be successful in business, we come in with the intangibles that you can't teach, which is, and we know how to practice, work ethic, we're coachable, like, we know what it's like. Can you talk about how that transition was for you, and how was it that you were able to make it so swiftly to create the success for you, bro?
Man, it's beautiful, man. I just think all this is just a plan, like playing step by step. My life is just, I never, when I was younger, man, I used to, I can be honest with you, I used to look at me like, bro, why me? Like why do I got to go through the hard times? But when I got older, I was a Cub then, though, I didn't understand it. When I got older, I realized, man, to be the man that I want to be, I got to be strong as hell. Strong as hell. And in order to get that strength, I have to go through the hardest things. So now I look at it in the eye now, So what was the biggest thing that I brought over from being an athlete, man? You an athlete, brother. We are the same. Especially if you was good. Not the ones that would sit on the bench, though. No, not those. The ones that got the scholarships, the ones that was really in there doing their thing. Yep. Yeah, you know what I mean? I come from an athletic family. My nephews play ball. They all doing their thing. Man, the number one thing is confidence, man. Like boxing teaches you so much confidence because I got to get in. Like every other sport, it's a team sport. If you got an off day, your boy can you know what I mean, help you out that day, or alley-oop the ball if you don't feel like shooting it or whatever. Boxing is like, I got to show up on me. And if I don't show up, we losing. We going home. Yeah. I'm going to get hurt or something going to happen to me. So it's a thing where it's like it's a go all or go home type thing. And when you you good at it and you're going against top level talent every single day, you in the gym every single day, you grinding every single day on your own, man, it's like I don't need nobody else. I would want to work with somebody, but I don't need nobody that I know I can do this on my own, right? So leaving that personality, switches. It carries over to the next thing. So when I got in my first business, I didn't know too much about, my next business after the close. I just had confidence. I was just riding on confidence, like, yo, let's do it. Come in the room, shaking people's hands, voice deep, like whatever, like let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Just confidence from knowing that, hey, bro, like what's the worst that can happen? I've been punched in the face before. I lost big fights. I lost in front of thousands of people. I won in front of thousands. So what's the biggest thing that can happen to me that I haven't already seen already? So it's like, this is easy for me. I'm gonna eat this. Like this is like putting some gourmet, what's the word? Some some filet mignon steak in front of me. Like, I'm gonna eat that. Steak 44. I'm gonna eat that. You know what I'm saying? That is the way it's gonna be. So that's how I looked at life. I still look at life the same way to this day. Like I feel like I've been through the hardest stuff and coming from where we come from and overcoming adversity. So being an athlete is like a cheat code in business because you come in there with, like you said, the work ethic, the mentality, the confidence, and also learning how to network. I was blessed to be able to learn how to network at a very young age. I feel like that's one of the biggest thing that a lot of people do not know how to do. And I had to learn. My pops always told me this back in the day. And I didn't understand what he meant. He said in the hood term, so it was different. But he said it's not about what you know, it's about who you know. And then you get older, you realize it's about networking. The power of networking is very important. You have to know how to network and being able, to be able to get sponsored by certain companies, and they helped me out. I was learning how to go to events and stand out, learn how to go to events with my own brand on and make my own shirts, go to events and shake people's hands first without them sending them to me first. Hey man, what's going on? My name is, so my name is Bashir, that's what I do. And that right there taught me, it was getting me ready, prepping me for what I'm doing now. You know what I mean? And now this is like piece of cake for me, you know what I mean? Because it's like, I'm good. I know these guys can't beat me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go in here with the confidence like I got everybody in here. I can beat everybody in here. So that just carried over. I think being an athlete, it put that dog in you that a lot of people just don't have. You know, and so I recommend any young guy out there, man, get in a competitive sport now. Like if you're still 16, if you on this live, get in a competitive sport, because it's gonna, not only if you don't even make it in that sport, you will carry over so much in your life, man. Like it's crazy.
I agree 100%, bro. It's true what you said, bro. Like, it creates so much confidence. And I know it's a little different for me and you because, like you said, boxing is just individually.
Yeah.
Me, I'm more of a team sport. So, like, I could have a bad day, but my guy can pick me up. But
Right.
bad day in boxing, you lose that day, you know, that sit is done for, you know. So, you know, it's amazing how you were able to carry that over. And I could see it because I could tell your confidence. And you talked about, you know, the power of networking and arriving at these places and wanting to be the best. Because when I met you, you carry that demeanor like, yo, I'm here. Like, my name is BA and I'm coming to network. I'm coming to be the best. And whoever the best is, I'm going to outwork that individual. And I think it's so important to have that mentality. And it's not about being cocky. It's not about being, you know, arrogant. It's just about having that confidence in yourself that you're the best, you know, that these people aren't better than you and that these things aren't going to happen. And I love that. But because you did a sport like boxing, I know that there was a lot of failures on the way, bro. And they say that in boxing, you know, there's a saying that says, yo, you get knocked down 9 times, you got to get up 10. You know, can you talk about the way you overcame failure and the adversities in life? Like, what was your mindset when you were dealing with those failures? Because, you know, we have a lot of people on this call right now that are starting off their entrepreneurship journey, and they're in their first 6 months to a year. And the beginning of the journey is filled with a lot of failures and obstacles and challenges. And sometimes people don't know how to fight these challenges, bro. And you were a fighter. So can you talk about what was your mindset when you were overcoming the challenges that life was throwing at you?
Well, the challenge that was thrown at me in boxing is a little bit different from life, you know, because boxing is in sport. Life is stuck to you. You know what I'm saying? So when you box, you know, you go home, it's on your record, but the next opportunity you can win, nobody remembers the other one. In life, you know, it kind of stick with you all the time. So I'm gonna explain how I was able to how I do it now and how I was able to do it then. In boxing, I had certain things that I was afraid of. Right, I was afraid. Like I walk around like I had no fear, but I was scared as hell. Like I was scared. Not of another person. I don't fear any man, but I was scared of another man being put in a position to beat me. And it's not really him that's beat me, but the people around me that's seeing me get beat. Right. So that fear of losing, that fear of not you know making it, that fear of not you know being the guy, not being a real champion, that fear of all that stuff that I had fears of not doing, I later know now that fear is just something that fear is not knowing, it's not knowing the known. Like fear comes from the unknown. You only fear because you really don't know what's going to happen, right? So you like, man, you just making stuff up. It's an illusion. It's not real. You know what I mean? So when I was younger, my fear was losing. So all I said, okay, cool. I got to go lose right quick and see how that feels. So I purposely, I swear, I got my witness. I purposely had a fight, and I just wasn't feeling it this day, right? And I lost that fight, and I felt this small because I didn't give him my all that fight. But I did it young because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do it. But then when I lost, I'm like, you know what? This don't feel too bad. It don't feel too bad. You know what I mean? Like it could be worse, it could be better, but it don't feel too bad. I feel like people making illusions, people making a big thing out of failure, like it's so big, and but you gotta get over yourself. You know, you gotta get over yourself, and you gotta be able to realize it's bigger than you. You know what I mean? And failure is part of the game, man. Like if you don't know that, then you know maybe we need to come back to day one and do a boot camp or something and tell you, hey, life is not going to be straight arrows, man. It's going to be some failures, and if you don't understand that, then you have to force yourself to learn that, hey, I have to get comfortable with not having my way until I get comfortable having my way. It's going to take time, but you can't become a millionaire by accident. You have to have something that driven you to become that person, right? You can't become a real champion by accident. Every real champion lost. Floyd Mayweather lost in front of the real. You know what I mean? And he got robbed in front of the real. He cried on TV. He lost. So that adversity is what fuels you. Like in life, bro, we have a gas tank, and our gas tank is our body. And the stuff that we go through is fuel, right? And when you go through these things in life, if you don't allow it to fuel you, it's gonna be hard for you to get fuel. Because everybody can go in there and come to the gym, right? Be like, yeah, let's go to the gym, let's go work out. And it is just all off motivation, all of how your boy calls you, like, let's go to the gym and this, that, and the third. And you go there, but you run on fumes. You realize, man, this ain't even, I'm not even feeling to protect me. Because you don't have something that drives you. You gotta go to that gym like, bro, I'm going to the gym because I'm tired of being fat. I'm tired of being out of shape. I'm tired of looking in the mirror at myself not being that 1% of a man. I'm tired of this, that, and the third. That's my fuel. I'm tired of somebody called me fat yesterday. I'm gonna go to the gym. That's my fuel. But if you don't have no fuel to be like, okay, even if I don't see results in a week, even if I don't see results 2 months from now, my fuel will always be there because I really, really want it. And I feel like a lot of people just get caught up in that failure and you never hear from them again, man. To me, that's not life, man. I don't care if I fail a million times. As long as I win, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Hang me up in the rafters. Hey, you know in the hood, they got the shoes in the rafters? Yeah. Hang me up in the rafters. I could fail 100 times. As long as I do that one time and I'm able to duplicate it, the failure is perfect. I'm like, I'm cool with that. You know what I mean?
That's literally all it takes, bro, because I look back at my journey and I always tell people, I'm like, yo, bro, like, you see the success, you see me speaking on stages, you know, you see the travel and all of this stuff. But if I told you how many times I failed, you wouldn't even believe me. Like, I had to fail so many times for this to happen for me. And it was, every failure was, like you said, it was fuel. It fueled up. It just like, all right, bet I failed, bet let me get back to it. And eventually what happens is you overcome so many of those failures that then the big win comes. And like you said, all it takes is that one big win. Right. I always tell the story, I was like, yo, when I started my entrepreneurship journey, it was 2017. From 2017 till 2020, yo, I was failing, bro, back to back to back. For 3 years, it was just filled with failure. But all it took was COVID to happen, and that was my big win. And that big win was what got me over the hump, bro. Think about it. For 3 years, you know, I was making money online. I was trading. I was the making money online guy, and nobody was doing it back then. Everybody was looking at me, hey, cool, it's funny, whatever. We wish you the best. But when COVID happened and everybody got shut down, and my bad. And when it was time to go home and there was millions of people at home and everybody now wanted to make money from home, guess who everybody looked at? Everybody looked at me. And it was that one win. But had I quit 2019, had I quit, this person and that person did me wrong, I would have never got that big win that was waiting for me in 2020, right? I tell people all the time, yo, it may take you a year, it may take you 2, it may take you 3 years before you get that big win that gets you over the hump. But in the meantime, guys, keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. That's the key.
Because I want to say this too before we go to the next topic. Winners are the people that never quit. You know, people always like, how you do it? What's the secret? What's this? What's that? And you know, I know everybody like to say this and say things that sound so great. And you know, man, you know, I did cold showers or you know all this great stuff. But to be honest with you, any person you see that made it is a guy that didn't quit.
Facts. That's all it is.
But what if everybody leave your team? What if you may never make a sale or what? Like, I just didn't quit. And that's people that's really like, I don't understand how you like, bro. That's the easiest way to say I just didn't quit. Mm-hmm. And because when it's easy for the next person to quit, that's my motivation not to quit. You know what I'm saying? Like even when I have every excuse to be like, hey, Nano, you know what, bro? I gotta go home. But like it's the lights out, the door is locked, car broke down. Let me catch an Uber to the crib, bro. Even when I have every excuse today, be like, you know what, BA, you know what? Bro, you good, bro. Go ahead, get some sleep, go home. I'll see you tomorrow. Even when I got every excuse to say, let me go home, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna thug it out with him. We're gonna sit here, we're gonna sit on the curb, we're gonna do our push-ups on the curb until the gym open back up again. We're gonna stay here until the door will back up again. And somehow, some way, somebody came the next day with a key and opened it up, and then just me and you happen just to walk in the door. And we on live, like, yeah, we in here. They're like, how y'all do it? We stayed. We showed up every day. We stayed. That's the difference. A lot of people don't want to stay. A lot of people, when they get hard, when they get uncertain, they out of there.
They out of there.
They out of there. So
that's facts. Everything is so. Guys, type in the chat box, don't quit. Type in the chat box, don't quit, because that really what it's all about, bro. And I know that that's something that we developed, because in a way too, I know you feel the same way, bro. We could never go back to, you know, where we was, bro. That's not even an option. Like, quitting is going back to that. So it's like, that's not an option for us. So no matter what happens, yo, it's like, it's almost a mindset, and it's not literal, but like, it's almost to the point, like, we willing to die for this type of shit, bro. Like, we willing to do whatever it takes to get there. So you feel like you have that same mindset, like,
bro, it's like this. It's like this. You know what I'm talking about, because you come from the same cloth, bro. Like, I go home right now, bro, they gonna be on my ass, like, hey, bro, why you ain't make it? You had every reason to make it, why you ain't make it?
You was talking all this,
you was talking all this, that rah, why you ain't make it? They gonna be laughing at us, like, yeah, and I'm gonna be the only guy that's sitting there, like, you know what? Yeah, bro, this, that, and the third. So, like, when I grew up, man, like, it was guys that was getting to the money, getting to the bag, right? And a year later, they didn't have it no more. And the only thing they got to talk about now is how they used to have it. But I was like my biggest motivation. I'm like, man, I'm not going to be that person. Refuse to be that person. Because I know what come with it.
Stories, them used to have it, stories be fire, but it's like, man, it's still happening.
Hey, they be the greatest stories. Remember the greatest stories? Like, had this, that, and the third, you know? And I'm like, man, like, bro, like, where that down, though? You know what I'm saying? So every time I think about quitting, then I'm like, yo, how dare I quit? How dare I stop, man? I got folks back home looking at me like this dude BA, the only dude from my hood making it, doing what he's supposed to do. When I come back, it ain't me coming back to hang. I'm coming back to give out knowledge, be helpful. I'm coming back to put people on. I'm coming back to be an example for a young kid that's looking up to me, somebody that was in third grade when I was back there. Now he in 12th grade. You know what I mean? He looked like, bro, I don't know what to do with my life. I see BA doing this thing. So that's my drive, man. I can't go back to where I came from. I refuse to go back. I refuse to live like that. So with that in mind, man, it's like I have no option. You know what I mean? I have no option, but I'm telling myself that. I know that they'll welcome me back, because it'd be cool to see somebody say, you know what, you can't make it, but I told you. It'd be cool for them to say that. Like, I told you couldn't make it out there. But it's me telling me, like, nah, we're not going back to that, bro. We got to get that, man. We got to make this work. So that's the mentality.
That's real, bro. I'm glad that me and you in alignment with that. You know, I want to topic here because you talked about it earlier, bro. And from when I met you, you know, you've always been really, really good at this. Like you said, it was networking, and it's not about what you know, it's about who you know. And I remember, you know, every time I was in AZ, you were always at all the events talking to people. You know, you were always at the conventions, and you know restaurant owners and people everywhere we go. People know you will be. You know, can you talk about the importance of networking and why that has been so beneficial to your success nowadays? Because I'm a great networker too, bro. I love networking. I love going to events. I know everybody type stuff, and the fact that I've done that has helped me out so much in my journey, because you never know who you can meet that can bless you down the road, or that can open the door, can connect you with somebody. So can you talk to people about the importance of a business owner, entrepreneur on this call, about the importance of networking and why it's so key?
Networking is a cheat code, man.
Really,
you gotta think about it, man. You know, me and you young, you know, but before us, it was millionaires before Instagram. It was millionaires before Twitter. It was millionaires before all of these apps that's make it easy for you to do what we're doing right now, being on live together, right? Connected with over 100 people in the call. Before that, you had to get out and put in some legwork. You had to get out there and actually talk, meet, shake hands, learn how to shake a person's hand, learn how to greet a person, learn how to ask them what they do, learn how to see how I can bring value to your company, learn how to just make a connection. I feel like it's very important, because with that, you learn so much about yourself too. You know, you learn a lot about yourself, not only about yourself, but you learn so much about the next person. But the benefit of that is you never know how many people down the line you might need or you might want to count on, you might want to reach out to that you met years ago. Like it's guys that I met at convention that would hit me up right now like, hey bro, I'm ready to get into it, but can you give me some game? It's been a year or two ago. You know what I'm saying? So they made that connection with me. Now I'm cool with giving them the game because we had that connection already.
Yeah.
But well, you know, without making connection, I see people in the elevator all the time, man. I used to be the same way too, so I'm not gonna fault nobody. But you gotta get out of that mindset. People be in the elevator sitting next to a dude with a suit on, and they don't say nothing to him. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna say something to this dude, you know, because he probably got something that I don't got. Hey, what's going on? My name is Bashir. What's going on? How you doing? He said his name. We talk business. We had changed business cards. Never knew this guy was the owner of Chick-fil-A. Now I got his number. Now I'm connected with him. Now he can put me on some information I don't know about. So networking is like literally like treasure hunt, man. Like you never know. You might just find a diamond the next person you meet. So opening your mouth up and networking and getting that power of knowing somebody, getting that power of being around somebody. Like I was telling my niece, like she just graduated. That's a good story. It's a true story the other day too. She graduated school, and she you know, I said, okay, you graduated school. I'm happy for you to graduate and accomplish something I didn't accomplish, but I'm gonna be real with you. That don't mean nothing though. She like, what you mean? I'm like, college don't really mean nothing. I'm like, that's if you're gonna be rich, you don't have to go to college. So I was like, okay, you know what you know in the book smarts, but who do you know though? Like who you know in the doctor field, who you know in this, that, and the third. She's like, well, I know this person, that person. I said, but how good is your connection with that person? It's all right, it's not that good. I said, listen, you need to be the best friend to every person in your company that have something up top. Because you don't have to go to school for 8-9 years to be an owner of something. Mm-hmm. You just gotta know somebody who can, hey, come on in.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Who you know will put you on, what you know will keep you there. Right? But who you know will put you on though. You know the right person. You could be the most qualified doctor in the real, but if you don't know nobody knows you, nobody gonna hire you. But the guy on Instagram that's saying he a doctor, but everybody knows him, they're gonna hire him because everybody knows him. So who you know is important. So networking is always important, man. I remember when I first met you. It's the funniest story, y'all. Y'all know, it's funny though. So I met Neno, right? We was in West Palm, and everybody was like getting a picture with Nano, right? Everybody was trying to get a picture with him. You know, he that guy. So everybody trying to get a picture with him. And, hey, Nano, man, I love you, bro. Da. So I stepped to him like, hey, bro, I tapped him on the shoulder. Hey, bro, follow me, though. I'm like, follow me. I said, I want you to see me. I'm like, follow me. My name is Bashir. Follow me, man. Like, oh, yeah, I got you. But the way I stepped to you, like, bro, I don't give a damn who you is, bro. Follow me, bro. Follow me. Like, let's connect for real. I'm not trying to be your fan. Let's connect for real. And ever since then, we've been locked in. So networking is very important, man. I can't stress it enough.
Yeah. Nah, bro, that's a fact, bro. What you just said was so fire. You said who you know will put you on, but what you know will keep you there, bro.
Will keep you there.
That
Facts.
So fire, and that is so true because, bro, I've been put on because, like you said, I had a really solid connection with that individual, and it wasn't even about. It wasn't even really about like what I knew at the time. It was just the fact that I had a relationship. It was solid. I networked with that person. They felt my energy. They're like, yo, this kid, let's put him on. And then because once they put me on, what I knew is what kept me there. That's why that quote hit me because, yo, it's so true. That's how it really, really works. But like you said, and the advice that you gave your niece was so powerful because a lot of people miss that. A lot of people are shy. They to themselves. And in reality, if you really want to get to that next level, networking is going to be the key to that. And I'm so glad that you mentioned that, bro. It really is. Networking is really a cheat code, bro. This is fire. Guys, if you guys are getting value from this, put some fire emojis in the chat box. I got like one more question for you, bro, and then we'll wrap it up right there. You talked about, you say that, the hardest thing about getting to the top is getting through the crowd at the bottom, right? And sometimes you got to leave people behind. You know, you got to, you sometimes the people around you are not going to be the ones that support you, and family and friends may not be there all the time. And I feel like that is something that we all experience in our entrepreneurship journey. We expect our friends, our family, our co-workers, the people closest to us to support us during that time. But in reality, those be the ones that least support you. And it be the strangers, people like me and you, bro. Me and you didn't grow up together, but we support each other. I'm celebrating your wins. You celebrating my wins. You happy for me. but it doesn't really always happen like that with the people closest to us. Can you talk about getting over that challenge of the people around you not supporting you and, you know, getting through that hump, because that's super key and pushing through regardless?
Most definitely, that's a beautiful question, man. See, the thing is that a lot of people are victimized of trauma. And growing up, we always heard the thing: when you get home, don't forget about us, or you know, don't act Hollywood when you get up there, dog. You know what I'm saying? Or don't be changing up. You know, you hear these things all the time. You're like, well, no, I got you, bro. I don't know, we cool. We locked in forever. You know?
Yeah, thanks.
Your whole life. But what we failed to know at that age was we were signing an agreement with with that person that we didn't even know. We signed a whole dotted line with that person we didn't even know. That handshake meant more than just a handshake, because we mentally took a whole, like the 4 agreements talk about the agreement that you make when you're a child, and we signed the agreement with that person not even knowing that that's going to be our downfall. So the most important thing is, like, yo, you have to figure out, like, these people are not 9 times out of 10 going to be a part of your success story, and you have to forgive yourself for letting them go. Like, a lot of people have a problem forgiving themselves for, you know what, I just want to be better. I just want to go out here and get it, and I want to be out here, regardless if they support me or not. I want it, so I'm going to go get it. And if they come with me, they come with me. If they don't, I got to leave them behind. A lot of people don't want to leave family and loved ones behind. That's what I realized, like, you have to be able to go and get what's yours, because as a man, as a woman, it's different. It's still the same, but it's different. But as a man, it's like, if we can't provide, we nothing. Facts. If we can't provide somehow, some way, we nothing. We're not respected.
Facts.
So it's like, who cares what this person doing? I gotta go get mine, right? And if I lose a friend, if I lose a guy, that was never my man's anyway.
Facts.
Because only true brothers, only true family that really love you, want the best for you, gonna support you, even if you're not on their side, even if you in another state, even if you're in another country, even if you're in another side, they gonna be like, you know what? He doing the best what he doing for himself. And with that, we know he got our blessing. But people that's hated, people that's jealous, it took you to go make that move for you to see, hey, this person was never on my side. So I'm gonna say to everybody on this live, do not, and I repeat, do not worry or stress or concern yourself with other people, because people think other people worry about you, or if they tell you something that you hear about it. It's harder to say, it's harder to do than say. But if you work on this quality of not giving an F about what the next person think of you, or about what the next person not supporting you. Bro, I had a cold when I was 14. I thought my whole family would support me, bro.
And nobody
did. They just have money, bro. My first cousin was a dude from school. I know his name, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't about how small it is. You got to drop the price. If you can spoon fit it. If they don't want it, they ain't gonna take it. Mm-hmm. And you got to realize, like, it's okay, because they never seen a great like you before. They never seen somebody that look like you, that they touch and feel be great. They never seen you before, so they don't know how to even treat you. So I should be thanking them, like, hey, bro, I understand, because you don't really know how much of an alpha I'm in. You don't know, you never seen a guy coming from where we come from in our neighborhood go out there and make it happen. So you wouldn't know how to appreciate me anyway. You know, and I'm sure people on here is you know, Christian, Muslim, whatever. Same thing, man. You know, Jesus didn't get credibility in his own tribe. He had to leave and get that.
Yep.
So if a guy like that, a man like that, so high value, you know what I mean, was to even the prophet, even like a Muslim, even the prophet Muhammad, he didn't get the respect from his own family. Other people had to give him, you know, respect. So if people like that we read up on every day, that we change our life on every day, if people like that have the same type of results, have the same type of experience, what makes us different? Just keep going. You know, don't worry about who's going to buy. Just worry about as long as it's getting bought. Don't worry about who got something to say, as long as somebody's saying something. Because if somebody's saying something, you pop it. You made it. if you got something you sell it, and everybody in your comments like, bro, this fake is a scam, you pop it. You know what I'm saying? You get it because you got something that it's causing somebody to stop what they doing to make a comment on your page and say you're not gonna be somebody. So
Yo, thanks, bro.
don't worry about the side noise, man. You know what I mean?
Let's go. Yo, fam, if you got value from my brother Bashir, B.A., put some fire emojis in the chat, bro. Yo, I literally got 2 pages of notes here. It's incredible. I would need the box. It's the only problem. But yo, you dropped so much value for us, bro. I literally got 2 pages of notes, bro. Thank you so much for taking. Bro, I know that you're a busy guy, and the fact that you still took the time to jump on this call, bro, it really does mean the world to me, bro. I really am super grateful for you, bro. And yo, guys, if you guys don't follow my brother, please take the time to follow him. He's one of the most valuable people out there. Multiple businesses, someone that you would love to network with, somebody that you want to have in your corner. And at the end of the day, guys, you guys just saw what he's all about, man. He knows the value. He understands what's required to go out there and accomplish the success and the challenges and overcoming stuff. And this is somebody that you guys can really pick his brain. So make sure that you guys follow him. Yo, BA, again, bro, thank you so much, my brother. Any last words that you want to share with us?
My last words is go be great on purpose.
Let's go be great
on purpose, man. No, don't accidentally be great. Let's go be great on purpose.
That's really the key, bro. I'm so happy, bro. I'm so glad that I saw you the other day on Instagram, and I was like, man, I gotta interview my boy BA, man. BA would be a good one to interview because that value, that demeanor, bro. So I appreciate you, bro. I'm gonna be out in AZ soon, but if you're ever in Miami, bro, I live out here now, so hit me up so we can link up when you out here, bro.
I'm in Miami in July, bro. I'm coming down to get some Airbnbs, man.
Yeah, you on the Airbnb grind? You're gonna have
some Airbnb.
Airbnb game too, so we gonna talk when you out here, bro.
Man, most definitely. But I appreciate the opportunity, man.
Appreciate you too, my brother. I hope you have a great day and a great rest of your weekend, bro.
Man, you too, brother.
All right, guys. So, yo, with that being said, guys, that was an amazing interview. I'm so grateful. As you guys can see, this individual has that 1% mindset. He's one of a kind, and is somebody that you guys can learn from. So make sure that you guys follow my brother. His name is Bashir, also known, I call him BA. But he's the man, great person, leader by heart, and an individual that's a fighter. That not just a fighter literally, but a fighter, through the challenges and everything. So I'm glad that you guys got a lot of value. And like he said, that's what the 1% mindset is right there. Go be great on purpose. This will be saved. I'll post it on my feed, and you guys can go get it from me there, right, fam? So I love you guys. I appreciate you guys, and I will see you guys next week on Tuesday for another episode of 1% Talks, guys. God bless and enjoy the rest of your day.